welcome to Point Blank. I'm Kai Ling.
And I'm E-von. Today we are going to fan the flames on the upcoming
smoking ban.
That's right, the smoking ban.
So, fanning ma.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
anyway.
pun intended.
So, come January 1st, the smoking ban will be extended to more public places. And we have with us here today
Mr. John Tay.
Hi.
Well, he picked up smoking when he was 13.
and our good friend and quitter, Daryl Chin.
Here's a quitter! But before we go any further, let's see what it will possibly be like for smokers when the law kicks in. Okay, we know that was intense.
Very nice, very nice.
drama.
My directorial debut.
Yeah, she directed it.
Thank you.
Well done.
Maybe NEA can call me, hey, we need a public service announcement.
Just as drama as the one you did for
Yeah.
Razor TV.
Hey, no, while the clip was playing, I think John had some interesting comments, right?
About the sign.
About the
What do you feel
signs.
about the sign? By law, no smoking.
By law, where there's no smoking, right? Sometimes was just never seen it. Smoke on the spot as well. Sometimes when we walk out to the corridor, which is there's a staircase, no smoking signs, but nobody will be walk there. I mean,
Or they just
So we
pretend
just-
lah. Walk to the bit where you can't
Yeah.
see the sign.
just hide out.
Pretend you cannot see it outside of mine.
I mean, when I was smoking, it was just like, as long as you can't really see the sign, it doesn't exist. Even though it applies for a general area,
So a bit
if
of
you
an
turn
ostrich
this way,
complex.
and you don't see it, like, okay lah, never mind lah. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what ostriches
All these
do.
furtive ninja skills that you need while you are...
So long
Evade.
you never see the smoking signs will do.
Yeah, just
It means that you are able to
At least
smoke.
you feel better about smoking.
Yes.
You know, in
Yeah.
the area
then you
that's
feel like
supposed
you're
to.
not breaking the law, right?
Mm.
So anyway, maybe just a bit more on the extension of the ban. Now it will include like places like HDB live lobbies. As you saw in the skit, outside office building, there's like a
Entrance.
5-meter radius. Yeah, the entrance.
5 meters from the entrance, you can't
Yeah,
smoke.
so it's like got radius lah. And then where else? Multi-story car parks, indoor places like markets, which is not air conditioned outward markets.
Yes.
Some indoor shopping centers like Bras Basah, the
Yep.
sell book place, and playgrounds and
Playgrounds, definitely,
exercise
remember?
areas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, all these areas you can't smoke on top of the older ban, the previous
yeah,
ban.
which is coffee shops,
Yep, we know that one.
restaurants, entertainment outlets,
Like clubs, pubs,
and anywhere that is air conditioned,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
no, I want to know, like, you know, like Bugis, right? It has the walk-through market. Can you smoke there?
It's indoor, isn't it?
It's not really
It's sort of
indoor. It's
outdoor.
indoor, outdoor, indoor,
But
outdoor,
no,
right?
it's indoor with an outdoor feel. It's definitely indoor.
No, I don't think it's an indoor.
It's
You're
got
just putting on the shelter that not
Yeah.
considered as a window.
That's how, like,
Oh my
smokers
goodness.
will think,
Oh my
like,
goodness.
since I used to be a smoker, right? So I always think about such things like, you know, is it really
No, but
indoor?
you
Is it really outdoor?
It's a shopping
you know,
centre.
But
Because-
now,
yeah.
the best is what they say, the place which is very crowded, not to smoke.
Yeah.
Sometimes your cigarette butt will hurt somebody. So
Yeah.
when you're walking, you won't know.
I got burned by a cigarette butt before.
Were you?
Where were you? Were you in
clubbing?
Bugis? You were in a club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I
I
just walking
myself
past.
also.
So someone's cigarette was just like that, burnt my hand. It was there for like a few weeks. Okay, nothing more there. Nothing more there. It was really years ago. No need to see. No more scars.
I think one thing that really struck me was that when I was smoking, I always abided by the yellow. Because when we're in army, yellow box you go and smoke. Not yellow box you don't go and smoke. So you always look out for the yellow box. So nowadays,
So you in the middle of the road, the yellow box.
yeah, that's called yellow junction. Yellow box. Hey, no, but you think about it. If it's a 5-meter radius outside of office entrance, would you actually
paint a yellow box?
Yeah,
Making a
is
box
it like that?
out there.
Are you gonna make
ugly.
No, but what
ugly.
I think that is actually up to the building management. But I would definitely say no. I think one thing that's very easy to move smokers away is to move the bin.
Oh, because they go where the bin goes.
They go where the bin is, usually.
But what if you
Yeah,
add
actually
on-
the bins, you can see all the bins is full of cigarette
Yeah.
butts.
Yeah.
Whatever, you just
the-
go
it's
to the stand on the beside the bin
Yeah.
and smoke there, relax.
It's the
After
green
that,
bin
just-
with all the marks.
Yeah.
it's like black on top with scars everywhere. But what if you add on to the problem of smoke, in a lobby or in an entrance, then instead of that, you see just lots of cigarette butts everywhere on the floor. Because
Move the
people,
bin People still use the bin one.
what if it gives them the impetus not to use the bin anymore?
But then they'll be breaking the law. If
Yeah,
they just smoke directly outside.
so smoking in the, so smoking in the entrance. Say what? I broke one law. I've broken one.
I think a lot of people will actually do
but
it.
once
if
you
they
get
can,
caught by which is the throwing the cigarette butt, you get caught, it will be very heavy fine. Which is
Both for smoking
you
and for
yourself will be scared
Yeah,
because of
before,
the
is it, John?
yeah.
You kena before.
I can't before.
what?
I just
For
throw one
littering or
secret bug only.
Next,
Finish,
finish,
just
okay.
throw. Now I don't dare to anyhow throw my cigarette bug.
Yeah.
To find a bin.
How
Just
much
stand
is your
beside it.
fine?
How much you get fined?
It's around 200 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 200
And
bucks.
CWO, is it CWO involved?
Yeah.
So how many weeks of CWO do you have to do?
No, actually not CWO. I'll go there and watch the show and that's it.
Oh.
But I'm painful about the 200 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the cigarette bug down to the floor is 200 bucks.
it's
It's a
not-
bit
but
too
it's not-
expensive for me.
Everyone can buy 20 packs about.
Actually, can
10 packs, but
20 packs,
200.
$10 per pack.
yeah.
Average, let's say $10 now.
Yeah.
It's about 20 packs. Okay, I mean, we can talk all about the smoking ban and everything. We don't make the law. So, well, NEA certainly thinks that the ban is necessary.
Yeah,
So,
very fair.
I spoke to them earlier to find out how they're going to enforce the ban because it's going to involve a lot more places. And we'll see what they say. As the ban widens, what are some of the enforcement difficulties that you foresee come January 1st?
Okay, I think the challenge will come with the widening of places that will be covered under the new smoking ban come 1st January 2009. Okay, we'll need everyone to cooperate to ensure that the ban remains effective. Enforcement alone is not sustainable. Okay, by and large, many smokers are seen to be complying with the ban, right? But there are still some who need to exercise consideration and refrain from lighting up so as to protect the non-smokers around them. To deal with the challenge, we have actually increased our manpower for enforcement. Since August this year, we have actually increased our manpower by 170 man-hours compared to September last year when we first rolled out the smoking ban in coffee shops.
Since the 1970s, right, how has the approach on smoking ban changed or evolved?
Our smoking prohibition law was first introduced in 1970, starting with cinemas, theatres and public buses. Over the years, it has been extended progressively to cover more public areas, especially air-conditioned areas. But now we are moving into non-aircon indoor areas as well. Our approach on the smoking prohibition law has remained largely the same. We consult the stakeholders to see how we can implement the smoke-free laws together smoothly. In recent years, many countries overseas have also implemented their own smoke-free laws. And with such worldwide trend, it has been easier to work with our stakeholders and industries to extend our smoke-free laws.
So, Ivy, how does NEA decide which areas to impose the bans? Because obviously with enclosed air-conditioned areas, that is quite clear-cut. But what about more open space areas outside office buildings and playgrounds?
Singapore is a party to the WHO's FCTC, and under the FCTC, Article 8 is actually most relevant to NEA in a sense that it stipulates guidelines on how to protect the public from secondhand tobacco smoke. And Article 8 provides that we should provide protection in at least four areas: indoor workplaces, indoor public places, public transport, and other public places as appropriate. Now, we also look at public feedback when we consider where else to extend the smoking prohibition laws to.
So why places like, building entrances and playgrounds? Because some people may argue that these are quite open air spaces.
Okay, when we prohibit smoking in aircon places, a lot of smokers actually come out to the entrances to smoke. So we actually have quite a lot of feedback from members of public that they have to walk through a curtain of tobacco smokes before entering the building. So, and there are several other countries that have already done so. So we thought that it would be timely now to prohibit smoking at entrances of buildings. Yeah.
And what about playgrounds and exercise areas?
Well, playgrounds, exercise areas are places where there are children, people who are health conscious exercise. So there are also feedback from the public for these places to go smoke free.
I understand that the ultimate goal for Singapore is sort of to have designated smoking areas even in like outdoor public places. I know we already have that now in restaurants and entertainment outlets. But what are some of the countries that you have studied that are already doing this, and how did that strategy work for them?
Well, our long-term strategic intent is actually to do away with the exhaustive list, but to allow smoking only at the following areas: private premises such as homes, wide open spaces, and designated smoking areas. In the case of designated smoking areas, we actually already have it in smoking rooms that we see in the Changi International Airport, as well as in certain entertainment outlets in the form of an indoor smoking room. Well, as for outdoor smoking designated areas, we observe in places like Tokyo, whereby they have open outdoor designated areas for the smokers to smoke. So this is something that we are looking at. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, NEA has its reasons, but the question is, you have quit for 5 months. You are trying to
quit.
Trying to quit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it's do you think the argument is good? The point is made. Do you think it's a good point that they're making, or you think it's
It's the best is what they said, that making a place which is give smoker just go over there and smoke.
Because right now you also can't remember where you can, where you cannot, right?
Yeah.
just show us where you can and I'll go there.
Because
as long as you don't see the
sign. It's so. Sometimes you also don't know where can or cannot. What you say is true lah. Because you don't notice that this place whether can smoke or not. Once you go down to the void deck, whatever, you see so many kind of laws is coming out. You will make yourself very confusing.
But how do you think it will affect the new ban affect your daily life? Because I understand you travel a lot.
For me, if let's say for me, I myself feeling like quitting of the cigarette, of course I welcome that. If for those kind of if those kind of smoker, right, they'll feel very bad that because why have to ban? Yeah, this is a true and also is a fact as well. Because that people think, wow, smoking also have to, here cannot smoke, there cannot smoke. Correct.
Like nowhere to go, right?
Yeah, like
nobody loves you. Like,
but
I'm a worm kind of feeling. But okay, don't smokers feel that you're still a smoker although you're trying to quit. I'm sure you will still have lingering thoughts in your head when you hear a new ban. You feel that it's like clamping down on your rights and all that as a smoker. That now you're confused, right? You don't know where to go. Do you feel like it clamps down on your rights as a person who can smoke, in places where maybe which is not covered, like lift lobbies, for example. Yeah, for example, people will argue, like just arguing whether Bugis Junction is outdoor or not. We're down to the smallest details, right?
Yeah, which is why I think NEA has quite a big challenge in their hands. They have to make sure that the signs are clear, or else it will be very easily disputed. Know what? There's no sign.
I didn't know what.
I think personally, as a ex-smoker, I think a lot of problems arise from enforcement. Because unless as a smoker, you tell me...
You dare say.
Really? No, as long as you tell me that you have a badge and you have authority and you can fine me, that's the only way I'm going to feel hurt. Like, if you are a well-meaning member of the public, like a fellow citizen, and you say, like,
with no...
Hey, brother, you cannot smoke here. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. You know, what are you gonna do to me? You know. So a lot of it has to do with enforcement. And you look at like the places like hawker centers and all that. I mean, the hawker center, the boss is not going to chase away people that smoke. It's chasing away business, right? You know. So unless you know you have increased amount of like officers going around finding everybody,
inspectors and all
yeah,
that.
inspectors, because otherwise we'll never like sort of
No, but I guess
listen to it. You know.
to be fair, NEA they are already putting in more people,
Yeah,
but they can't be everywhere all the time.
Like omnipresent. Yeah.
And I think as far as I know, they work a lot on feedback and not
Complaints?
like complaints. Like this coffee shop, you know, got a lot. My house downstairs coffee shop, you know, that kind. Then they will.
But okay, like returning to the question, do you think that it clamps down on your rights? You can't shop. You can't shop. You can't smoke here. You can't smoke there. You can't shop. I was thinking of Bugis Junction still.
But as a
It clamps down on your
smoker,
rights. Is it so unfair? You feel?
yeah, it's very unfair lah, of course lah. But this is, if let's say you think that, although it is unfair, but it's good for those kind of people which is thinking of quitting.
Yeah, good for you. No, but John, sometimes do you feel bad? You know, like let's say you're walking on the street and then you see like one mother pushing the baby. Would you?
I'll move aside. Actually, I will move aside because that I feel because they are the next generation. Of course, can't. It's not good for them. You see,
Can't damage them.
Actually, like for me as well, like when I see like young children walking, right, I'll like last time when I used to smoke, I'll hide my cigarette. But mine was a different reason.
You don't want to burn them, is it?
Yeah, I don't want to burn their eyes because my cigarette
Your height lah.
butt will be like on their eye level. So I don't want to like, shit.
mommy!
Yeah, you know. But more or less, like I do feel that because like in this day and age, everybody knows that it's bad for health. I mean, last time you can be excused as saying like, oh, you know, got some Camel advertisement where a doctor says it was okay. So that was okay, you know. But now everybody knows it's bad. So it's sort of like how, as a society, you want to stop people from smoking, even though it's legal, and you know everybody's still buying it.
But what's your reason for wanting to quit smoking? I mean, you're now like sober.
I want to have better skin.
No, I think mine was because
handsome.
of health reasons as well as financial reasons. Because some time ago I predicted the economic downturn and I was like,
Sure.
to save myself, I will quit smoking now. No, but I think more for health because like...
Do you find yourself like breathless?
Yeah. And because I watch a lot of like TV and, you know, like episodes like House, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Where you learn about things like emphysema and stuff like that and you'd be like, oh, I don't want to get that when I'm older.
What's that?
What's emphysema?
Yeah.
It's like when your lungs can no longer intake as much oxygen because it's all burned out.
Oh, it's all like
And
scarred tissue in the inside.
It's all
is
scar
it?
tissue, so you can no longer, and there's no help for it unless you open up your body and you inflate your lung artificially.
No, so how come House helped you in that sense when they had graphic advertisement and images didn't scare you then?
The ones printed on the packs and all
Yeah,
that.
and even remember the ads where the woman with horrible teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
then
Okay.
the one
mouth
where they
cancer.
squeeze
I
out
don't want
the-
to be too critical, but those look a bit too unbelievable. Okay, ask John, what do you think? You know those ads on the cigarette
Yeah,
box?
the
What do you think about
oral
those?
cancer and all that.
for me, I also close the eye.
You don't see the sign.
Yeah, because for that, as a smoker, don't think that one is make much use lah.
Yeah.
Because you yourself is a smoker. Of course, this is whatever picture they put to scare you. But as a smoker, they don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you really need a smoke, means that you want a smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally understand because like if you already paid money for it, and then you're telling me like
You throw your money
should
away.
I just throw it away? Obviously not, you know. So even the Surgeon General's warning, like it's just like a bunch of words lah, whatever lah.
I mean, I think it's designed to make people not purchase it.
Yeah.
Like from far, I don't want to buy that pack of
Like
cigarettes.
youth lah, when they like go to 7-Eleven, look, and eat.
I don't have
Then
that.
they won't even think about buying.
I won't be
Maybe.
handsome or pretty anymore with that.
But
Okay. Maybe we should go for some fresh air.
Yes,
Fresh air
but
would be
don't
good.
snuff us out just yet because we're back with more
Nice one, that one.
on smoking.